Hello everyone, welcome to the second part of HTML form tutorial. So we were going to add these three functionality in our form. So first one will be the select, where we will have drop down options to choose the countries from. Then the second functionality will be to choose their marital status. So we will use the radio, so they will be able to choose only one of the options. Then we will put the third one, say cities you lived in, and here we will use the checkboxes, so they will be able to select more than one option. So let's get started. And this is the file that we have been working on, and this is the index file, if you remember, and then here's the contact. So here I have added the comments about the country, cities they lived in, and marital status. So we will work on the code. So let's begin with the first one called the country. So I'm going to write here first label, and inside the label we will write country, and inside the label we are going to give for, so it can be associated with the title. So when people click this, it will open the drop down. So I will write for, and I would say country, and this is the label. And now under the label we will write select, because this is the one that's going to give them the option of select, so the drop down one. But inside the select I want to write an ID, and that will be exactly the same as the for in the label. So I will write ID country. Now inside the select I also want to give it a name, as I explained earlier, that we want to give these details so that when we work on a database, then we will be able to access this information to save it in the database. So after writing in label for country, select ID country, name country, so when someone will click on the label, so let's save it and let's take a look what I mean by that. So I'm gonna open this in my Explorer, and here is the one. So let's say when I click on the country, you see that this part becomes blue. That means now they are associated to each other. Now we want to give the options of countries to choose from. So I'm going to give first option, and then inside here I'm going to give a value, and I will give value of country and then the name of the country. Again, it's the same, it's the use for the database access. So the first country is going to be, let's say, India. Then I'm just going to do the same again for other countries as well. Value, let's say I would write country England, and then we will write here England, and let's do one more option. Value will be country USA and USA. So we're going to save it with Ctrl S, and now let's take a look on our website how it looks. So I'm going to open it in Explorer, double click, and here is the options. If I click on country, it will bring it here, the blue line. And if you just click here, you will be able to select from the given options. Now in real world time you will have to give a lot more option than just 3, but for practice this is enough. Now I would want this country option to be above the message, so you already know how to do that. We're going to go in our bracket, and right under the select I'm gonna give break, BR, and I will do it twice, so there will be nice big gap. Refresh it, and there you go. So let's add some other functionalities now. So the next one is cities they lived in. So first we will write field set, and I will show you what does this field set do. So if we will save it and we will go into our page, right now under the country you don't see anything. As soon as I refresh, it will give us a gray box, and this will be the section where we can display the name of the cities. So here you see this box, and inside here we will have all the options of the cities they have lived in, and in between this line right here we will write the title of this field set. So the title will be, we write legend, because if you write legend, only then it's going to come in between the line. I'll show you what I mean by that. Cities you lived in, question mark, save it, and let's take a look. As soon as I refresh, the word will, the sentence that I wrote will appear on this line, like in between this line. There you go. So this looks really nice, cities you lived in, and now we just need to give the options. So for the options, what do we write? So first we need to write input type, because we need to tell what kind of input is going to be. So we write input, and the type is going to be checkbox, because they can choose more than one option. So checkbox. Now we will give the name as we have been doing already, and I will write here city, and then I'll close the option. But now I need to give the option of the city, so the name should appear, so that we write with label, so I'll write label, and here I would write, let's say Mumbai, and let's take a look how it looks. Refresh, and here we have one option that you can select. Now we just need to add a few more names, because practice makes perfect. So I'm just going to copy and paste this line. So I copied with Ctrl+C and pasted with Ctrl+V. So I'm going to change only few things. So I don't need to change the type, because it's going to be the same as checkbox. I don't need to change the name as well, because it is also going to be the same, because in database it will say city, and then it will take the value from the label. So I'm going to change here, let's say Tokyo, and I'm going to do again one more paste, and let's say we will write here London, and one more, and then this will be, let's say, New York. Let's save it, and all those 4 options should appear in our website. So refresh, and there you go. So you can choose which cities you have lived in. So there are more than one option can be selected, because they are checkbox. Now we're going to make the marital status one, but there we will put only the radio button, so they will be able to select only one option only. So right under here, under marital status, all I'm going to do, I'm going to copy everything we have here. This is it works exactly the same. Paste it. Now the only thing I'm going to change here is the checkbox to radio. Now, so the first one is going to be single, second is going to be married, third one going to be in a relationship, and the fourth one is going to be engaged. Now inside the name, I'm going to change it into status, save it, and let's take a look. So refresh, and here you will see the radio, which is different than the checkbox. But here you see, as soon as you select the another radio, it unchecks the other one, so you can choose only one of the options. Okay, so I want to give here a functionality that if people click on the name, it will check the checkbox. So right now we don't have this functionality, but we do have this functionality in here. If you click on the name field, family name, email, it's working on all of those. So let's add this here. So you already know that if we put inside the label for, and then you give it a name, and then add this same name as an ID in input, and it will work. So I've already written here city name Mumbai, and I got the ID in here as well. And same thing I did here in input, city Tokyo, and ID city Tokyo. So I will do again here, label for, I would write city London, and I'll give ID exactly the same, ID city London. So if you save it, go to your website, refresh. So if you click on Mumbai, Tokyo, London, they're working. New York is not working, and the maritime status is not working. So all you need to do exactly the same for New York and the status of the marriage. I forgot to change the name and the title, so I'll do that now. This is it, and if we will save it, let's take a look. And there you go, marital status, cities they lived in, and the countries they are from. So this is it for today's guys, and we have done pretty much about the form. So you can just use these functionalities, and you can create a sign up form, login form, inquiry form, and just practice, and practice makes perfect. So keep doing it, and if you have any questions, please comment below. And if you want me to make another tutorial about a specific subject of HTML, okay, please feel free to write, and I will make the tutorial and I will post it right here. So till then, have a good day, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in next tutorial.